Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today we will be speed running exercise 2.3, which is chapter 2.3. So this chapter is based on arithmetic mathematics. So today we will be solving its MCQs and all the maths in this um, chapter. We can call this a chapter. So this is exercise 2.3. I'm Mir Faisal Ahmed Choudhury. I am a 7th grader student of Bangladesh, and I think that I can actually teach you this chapter because this chapter is very easy to understand and to read. So let's get started with. So we're going to speed run. So 3, 2, 1, go. Which is the twice divided ratio of 4 ratio 9? So what is actually meant by twice divided ratio? So twice divided ratio means this is a ratio, right? Now we can actually multiply it. Okay, to solve this problem we need to understand a topic, what is actually twice divided ratio. Now suppose we have x ratio y. Now when we are doing twice divided ratio, we need to remember in something, which is twice divided ratio of something means both of the antecedent and subsequent, so both of them will have a root over on them. So root over x ratio root over y, this is actually the rule for the twice divided ratio. So if you don't actually know this rule, you won't be able to answer this type of question. So twice divided ratio means a ratio with root over on it. So when we get 4 ratio 9, we can put root over on both sides, that is on subsequent and on the antecedent. So putting both sides, putting root over on both sides, we get 2 ratio 3. So the answer is 2 ratio 3. So this is actually a new topic because twice divided ratio is something that you have to memorize, and this is actually a rule for like twice divided ratio. So let me again explain what is twice divided ratio. Twice divided ratio means putting root over on antecedent and on subsequent. So putting root over on both sides, the answer that we get is the twice divided ratio of 4 ratio 9. Okay. Next question. Number 2, if A ratio B is equal to 4 ratio 7, B ratio C is equal to 10 ratio 7, what is the value of C ratio B ratio A? That is, there is given that A ratio B is equal to 4 ratio 7 and B ratio C is equal to 10 ratio 7. That means we have a 2 ratios. Now we need to make it a successive ratio, that is A ratio B ratio C. To make it, we need to multiply the subsequent of the first ratio with the whole ratio and the antecedent of the second ratio with the first whole ratio. So when we do that, we get so 7 times 10 is 70, 7 times 7, so 7 10 70. So we get 70 in middle. 70 times 7 times 10 is 70, and 4 times 10 is 40, and then we have 10 times 7 is also 70. So 7 times 7 is 49. So the correct answer of C ratio B ratio A, so we know that A is 40, B is 70, and C is 49. So the answer would be 49 ratio 70 ratio 40. That is the correct answer. That means the answer of this question is A, which is 49 ratio 70 ratio 40. Answer the question number 3 and 4 based on the following information. 30-meter cloth are distributed among Maisha, Maria and Tanya in the ratio of 5:3:2. What is the value of second quantity in successive ratio of 4:3 and 5:6? That means here the question is, what is the value of second quantity, which is, what is the second quantity? 3. So what is the value of second quantity is successive ratio of 4:3 and 5:6? So it is 3 times 5, which is 50. Answer is 50. So let's see if the answer is 15. Yes, the answer is 15, guys. How? So let me again clear what actually do we need to answer. That is the main point, guys. So we need to answer that what is the value of the second quantity in successive ratio of 4:3 and 5:6. That means we need to get the mid quantity of the successive ratio. That means of these two ratios we need to get the successive ratio. That means the mid quantity is obviously 3 into 5, which is 50, according to the rules of successive ratio. Okay, so let's go to number 4. How many meter of flow did Maisha get? So we need to actually this is very easy. Okay, I will show you. First of all, 30 meter cloth is given, so we will divide it by 30. Now among Maisha, Maria and Tanya in the ratio of 5:3:2. Now we have to take one point. What did Maisha get? So Maisha's ratio is 5. So 5 is divided by 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 8 plus 2, 10. So 10 into 3. So Maisha got 15 meter of cloth. 15 meter of cloth. The answer is 15 meter of cloth. That means Maisha got 15 meters of cloth. I hope you understood that we first have to sum up all the numbers in the ratio, and then we have to divide that by the, actually we need the Maisha's quantity, which is up here, and we need to divide that Maisha's quantity with the sum of all the ratios number. So if we divide it, we get like 2, 1 by 2. So actually that isn't a matter. And then we also have to divide the whole fraction by the whole quantity. That is how we got the meter of cloth with Maisha get. So I guess we now know that how much did actually Maisha get in meter of cloth. Okay, so let's see. How many meter of cloth did Maria get more than Tanya? So how many meter more? So I think our book is looking pretty messy, so let's move on to our copy right here. So I guess you can see my copy. Alright, so here it is written that how many meters of cloth did Maisha get. So how many meter of cloth did Maria get more than Tanya? So again, following the same rule, we will do it. So it is 1. How did it become 1? It is not 1. Let's see. So three divided by 10 divided by 30. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. So we have 1 as an answer. And how about 2? 1, 5. So 1 divided by 5. That's gonna mess up. guys, I have messed up one thing that sorry guys. So it is not actually divide, it is actually multiply. So we have to multiply the fraction with the whole quantity. So as you can see, that means if a sentence has of, it means multiplication. So according to this rule, this is actually multiply. So 5 into 3 is equal to 15, guys. So 50 meters of cloth gets Maisha, and Tanya gets 3 divided by 10 into 30. So that gives us 3 into 3, that is 9, and 2 divided by 10 into 30, which is actually 3. So 3 into 2 is 6. So that is how many meters of cloth did Maria get more than Tanya? It is actually, answer is 3. The answer is 3, guys. Alright, the answer is 3. What is the successive ratio of 5:3 and 2:5? So I already did this one and I already explained it to you guys. So I will answer this question in the comment box, because like you should first solve yourself and then view the comment box to see my comment, to see the answer, and I think you should do it yourself. Okay, number 7 is, which one is the fourth proportional of 3, 5 and 15? This is where it gets tough for an MCQ question.